Hello, everybody, and welcome to this live. I can see the numbers growing, so I guess there are people watching me. Let me know, if you see me and you hear me. No thumbs. Maybe you can show me, write something in the chat. Um, Hello, everybody. I am Remy, and this is my very first in Instagram live. Can you believe that? Hello, Mate. Yep. Okay, cool. So I think I'm heard. So yeah, how excited. It's half scary and half excited at the same time. Exciting. This is my first Instagram live, and there is no better subject to have my first Instagram live to talk about this amazing project that is ILHC Europe. So we're gonna have, I would say, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I will explain you what is happening. RHC Europe is a beautiful event that is happening next week. So not this weekend, next weekend. And so I'm gonna use this live to talk about why we're doing this in Europe. So my first guest would be Tina Morales, one of the ILHC New York owner. And then I'm gonna have as my guest for this live chat, Yavo and Sonia, the organizers with whom I'm doing ILHC Europe. And then we're going to talk about the competition format and the music with our beloved DJs, Felix and Elena. So feel free to ask questions. This chat is about addressing you some thoughts, but also to answer your questions. So if you have questions, write them in the chat. And also make sure, now that you know that we're going to have Tina Morales, then Yavo and Sonia, and then Felix and Elena, to maybe ask the question. If you have questions, specific question for one of those guests, make sure that you ask them within the moments they will be in. So without further ado, I'm gonna, Yes, I love it. I'm discovering it at the same time, guys. So I just realized that there is the chat that I see where everybody says hi and it's written join, but then there is also this question mark when there are the questions. And I have a question. Can you explain the 2 versus 2 competition? I'm confused. A question from Katie and Sewell. Yes, the 2 versus 2 will be explained, not now, so stick around because we're gonna cover that a little later. So yes, the 2 versus 2 will be explained, but without further ado, yes. Oh my Lord, she's here. So guys, I have the big honor to welcome Tina Morales. Oh my Lord, technology is fantastic. It is fantastic. Did I make her?
There we go.
Yeah, Tina!
Hey,
Here we are. Oh, so good to see you.
good to see you.
How you doing?
I'm doing well today. Today's a better day. So yeah, I'm doing good
That's
today.
cool.
Excited
That's cool.
about next week. Super excited about next week.
Yeah, we are too. Thank you very much for joining.
Sure.
To me, it was really important to have you because I know that you've been dedicated a lot of time, effort, labor into making ILHC what it is today and what it is for the scene. And so first and foremost, people need to know that you're going to be with us in Europe.
Yeah.
You're joining us next week as a guest. You're going to gift us with your presence. But not only, and I'm really happy about that, you're going to be in the artist lineup. And guys, you need to know that this is a huge thing to have Tina agreeing on being on the artist lineup. So you're going to be there for judging, obviously. But also, Tina would teach us a class, a special class. So
Only
this is...
only for you.
Sorry?
I said only for you.
Oh, thank you.
I don't do that, but yeah.
I take it. So guys, yeah, Tina gonna be there and they're gonna be fantastic. So Tina, can I ask you, this is why it was important for me to have you here, because you are like at the core start of ILHC. And can you tell us what does that mean for you to see ILHC growing and coming to Europe?
Yeah, so this is part of the vision, part of the dream. So ILHC, even though it was born 14, 15 years ago, however long, many years ago, there's always been a big vision. And I've shared with you, Remy, some of those visions, and he knows what those are. But this is part of a larger vision, and we're like almost a quarter of the way there to get to the final vision of what ILHC as a brand, as a global competition, and as something important to the Lindy Hop scene. So first and foremost, you know, building up the competition environment, moving to New York, moving to Mecca, that was also part of the vision. And then also we spoke after last year's competition, we spoke about growing the competition, and really our vision has always been to make sure that this is a place that's inclusive of everybody that wants to participate. And not everybody can come to New York. But we started on this venture of ILHC Europe. Hopefully we'll have ILHC Asia and ILHC Latin America as well. But this is like the first stop on that. And what we talked about also is making sure that we incorporate the visions and the values of the ILHC, that the culture is represented, that the history is represented. And speaking with Remy, and then after that, Sonia and Jan about that, we decided on that. This is what we're going to do for ILHC Europe. It's very important to us to make sure that everybody that wants to compete has an opportunity, and that's the whole thing. And so this is part of the big vision and just the start of it. And I'm super excited. I'm glad to be there. I'm honored to be there and witness this sort of growth of ILHC.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So I think you covered it all. There is that was maybe the first thing for me to convey to people why, like, I think a lot of people were surprised, and also it happened in quite kind of a short amount of time because the idea, I think, we started to consider it at the end of this year in New York. Yeah. And in my mind, I know that I felt like this is something that could have happened in 2 years or 3 from now, but it happened now because it was meant to be. And and I think this is it for me. I wanted people to know that we started with Europe now, but the long term is to have more continental editions. And for some people, because some people were also confused about the fact that does that mean that ILHC is moving, or is it like two different things? I think still the New York still going to be, I mean, the New York will actually be even more legitimate in being the world final. So the big final will be in New York every year. But what we do with the continental edition is also to bring qualifier competitions where the winners can get to the finals in New York. And so, yeah, the big idea is to also, to me, like, I think a lot of people dream about being at ILHC, or the brand ILHC is something that excites dancers, like swing dancers all over the world, but maybe not everybody can access or afford to come. So also bringing ILHC to the continent is also to make everybody experience the savoir-faire, which is a French word.
A big part of it, because it's the affordability of it, you know, and at ILHC we give away a lot, and you know, there are things that people don't know, but you know, you've been privy to that we do, and so in doing it in Europe, we're able to expand that. We're able to make sure that people can come from Europe and participate, but also there's also still always going to be that component of giving back to the culture, giving back to the dance. And maybe this is an opportunity for some people in Europe that may not know about, you know, Black culture, about the culture of Lindy Hop as it pertains to Mecca, which to me, Mecca is New York City, and that we're able to bring that to them if they can't experience it in New York, you know.
And that's something to me as a dancer of this modern time of the dance. Like I would say an actor of the modern time, of the modern scene. I'm competing, I'm dancing, and I think like right now, jumping into this role of maybe helping organizing it is the thing that was pretty clear from the very beginning to me. Is like bringing the culture to the world. So and especially this year when we were in New York, it felt special because we were experiencing the culture. We were doing the thing among the people from the culture. And that was quite special. And I think so this is beyond being a competition at the end. It's bringing the culture in Europe, bring the culture in Asia, bring the culture in South America, in Africa even. Bringing this culture and sharing it with people is what motivates me. So I want people to understand this. And this is, I think, and you let me know if I'm wrong, maybe this is why also you accepted to do this cultural class, because to me, this is part of the vision of bringing the culture. It's not about just being a competition event where people can be better than others. It's about collectively joining our forces and uplifting all of us together around this culture.
And I think that's probably the thing that's probably one of my pet peeves of all time is with ILHC. People don't understand unless they go. They see the videos, they see the quality, they see the high level of competition, and they think that that's what ILHC is. That's a part of ILHC. That's the thing that we want to bring to the world, but we also bring to the dancers the culture, the history, what that means to move in those spaces. And so that's why it is important to me. And that is why I agreed to do that, just to explain some of the things that people may not know. They just don't know. And there's no reason for them to know it unless somebody explains it. So
exactly.
Yeah. Or experience.
Can I tease a little bit of what this cultural class is going to be? So just so you know, Tina is like the style that you are more of an expert is maybe the Houston two-step.
Houston swing out, Houston two-step, and a little Chicago stepping.
That's great. And so I wanted to have Tina teaching us a class of those partner dancing, because they are partner dances that are danced on R&B music. So it's still like an African American partner dance of a modern time, I would say. So to me, it's like it's kind of like surprised me in Europe. Like we embrace Lindy Hop, and we are really like dedicating our time to know about the history. But then to me, there is a part of me that every time like feels weird about the fact that we stop at like when Lindy Hop wasn't popular anymore, it became something else. Like the culture didn't stop when big bands started to be popular. And so to me, if we connect to this culture, this has to be part of the culture. And so having Tina teaching us in Europe, this to me is it's a big thing. It's a big honor, because it's also make us understand and connect more with the culture and where the culture is today, and how we can connecting the dots, I would say. So yeah, you should, like, if you are at ILHC, I think those cultural classes, I can also tease that now. If you don't have a class pass, maybe we need to figure it out, but maybe we will give access to those special classes, because one will be taught by you and the other one will be taught by Monsel Durden. Also bringing Monsel to RHC Europe is a big gift for our community. So no, Tina, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
We'll see how it goes. But I mean, I got a little something to say, but I really want to connect that thing, because you've come to ISDC in Houston, and then I think you kind of saw the ties to Lindy Hop, and sort of from a cultural standpoint, where we still do things at ISDC that are at ILHC that are culturally, that are done still today, that came from Lindy Hop and are still done, so we still keep that little connection to the past culturally by what we do during the event.
I mean, guys, I don't know what to say more, because like if you have your tickets to come, then you are here for a treat. And if you don't have a ticket, there is still time to purchase a ticket, and don't miss out this unique opportunity, because I don't think I've seen you, Tina, actually in Europe, except that Snowball as a visitor. Like you were just like as a
Snowball, and what the one in Paris,
Jazz Roots. Yeah. So this is why, like, now you're gonna the what?
And Lindy Shock. I've been to 3.
And Lindy Shock?
Yeah.
But you've never been involved in any of them.
No.
So bringing your event to Europe and having you being an artist. Guys, I hope you understand this is something kind of unique in history. Oh my Lord. I want to ask you guys, if you have questions to Tina before she leaves. Let me check. I see. Would be super excited to have coach. Yes, I mean cultural class pass is something we're thinking about. So you can join the classes of Tina and Moncel. Those two classes. We need one in Roseville and Sacramento area. I've seen somebody ask before, when are you coming to Mexico? But again, having
That's
the
the
one
vision.
part of exactly part of the plan is to have ILHC South America. So, and actually, I'm throwing it out there. If you are a person in Asia, in Latin America, South America, and you feel like you can help us out to bring this event there,
Good point.
I'm all ears. I'm all ears.
Yeah.
Tina, anything you want to add?
I can't think of anything right now. Just if anybody had any questions, they can always, you can contact Remy, you can contact me, contact info. Either one of go to the website and just put it in one of the emails that pertain to different stuff and let us know. But I'm excited. I can't wait.
It's gonna be something. Thank you very much, Tina, for blessing us with your presence today and to be with us next week as well.
Yeah.
Are you sticking around? Maybe if you stick around and there is something coming.
I'm gonna watch. So yeah, I don't know how to get off of this.
Victoria Morris is saying, Tina, you are only 24 hours away from me. All right. That's a good one. So
24.
Tina, thank you very much again.
Sure.
And I'll see you very, very soon. I don't know how to get you out of this. Is my first time as well. So I know that I have
you should be able to off, right? Maybe, I don't know.
Let me check. I don't know. Let's figure this out. Do you have a cross? No. Let me check.
I have a
remove. I see. I can get you. I can release you.
Right.
Bye, Tina. Bye. All right. Did that work? Yes, it worked. Woo, my first live goes well so far, technically wise. And guys, I'm gonna now welcome Yavor and Sonia, also known as the Crazy Bulgarians. And oops, accept. No, it doesn't work. Let me check. Oh, yes. Oh, they're here. Oh, my Lord. Technology. Hello, both of you.
Hello, Remy. It's nice to see you here.
And nice to see you too. Well, it's not like we don't see each other.
Sofia, Bulgaria.
It's not like we don't see each other every day, right?
Yes.
Exactly. Oh,
Now
wow.
more people are watching us.
I know. So, yes. So, guys, this is Yavor and this is Sonia. And together with them, we are the three organizers, I would say. Let's call it that way. We organize RHC Europe together. So setting a framework with RHC New York. But then all of the things that will happen in Europe, we are the one in charge of it. So that was really important to have the three of us here, I would say. And maybe, I don't know, if you guys have questions to us or as organizers, feel free to write them in the chat. But maybe we can start, Sonia, with you or with Yavor. I don't know if somebody want to answer. I'm going to ask this question that I've heard a lot recently, or when we came out with this event. Why Bulgaria? We want to answer that.
Because Bulgaria is a beautiful place. If somebody's never been here, we'll see. But maybe the truth is that me and Yavor, we are organizing Sofia Swing Dance Festival, Sofia Blues Festival, and also we have this experience organizing Balkan Lindy Hop Championships. We did 2 editions before COVID with Kevin and Joe with their amazing help, and I should say they taught us how to make an event really open, transparent, and we put a lot of effort to do it affordable for people who maybe have struggled to go to New York or even other countries in Europe. So we had these 2 beautiful editions of Balkan Lindy Hop Championships, and we were thinking of doing one more now this year after the pandemic. And then talking with Remy about our ideas, his ideas, this ILHC Europe was born, and it's coming very soon. We did it in few months, the whole organization together, but here we are. We have only 1 week.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And it's real, it's happening.
It is. And I think like to maybe piggyback that, again, like when we started talking about that with Tina and Scott and Sylvia on RHC side, we were not imagining that it would happen so soon. And I think because Yavor, Sonia, and myself are part of a project called Swinging Europe. And then within this project, we started to share our ideas. And you had the Balkans, which were a competition event. And then I just had the idea of doing this thing with ILHC Europe, and out of nowhere, it was meant to be. I remember when we sat and you were like, and I was like, what about maybe, Yavor, you said to me, what about doing something together? And I was like, well, I have ILHC Europe. And you were like, well, we had the Balkan and maybe we can change and take that over. So this is why also it happened that date, because you had the date set for the Balkans at first. Yeah. This is why because some people didn't understand why it happened so soon. But that's the reason, guys, because the Balkans were already there, and we decided to just take over with ILHC Europe. And on my side, when people are asking me why Bulgaria, I like to answer that I knew Yavor and Sonia before. I taught for you for the Sofia swing. And so I've seen the professionalism that you have in running an event and how like I would say safe and inclusive it can be. And I don't know, there was something that to me was like, oh, working with them, with you guys, was something that was really appealing for me. And what I really liked, to be really, really honest with you as well, is the fact that doing it in Bulgaria, to me, and this is the vision of ILHC, is also giving opportunity to everybody to participate. And this is something I wanted to get really to come across clear with everybody. Doing it in Bulgaria gives the chance to less privileged Europeans to be part of it. And if we would have done it in France, if we would have done it in Germany, or if we would have done it in Sweden, it wouldn't have been the same. So this is why Bulgaria, on top of working with Yavor and Sonia, is a dream, but the location also, like when you fly there, you can find accommodation for decent amount of money. You can find food for decent amount of money, and you can participate. And we try to make the event affordable for everybody. So this is why Bulgaria, and I won't lie, like anywhere in the world, organizing an event in a city that you don't, like coming to a city that you don't know, or a country or a culture that you don't know, also have challenges. So I think I also want to reveal right now during this Q&A, this chat, that we're going to have a concierge at ILHC Europe that's going to be there, present to anybody and everybody that will have a problem at the event, or in Sofia in general, in the street, or if you have a problem connecting to like getting a cab to the airport or whatever, we're going to have a concierge, a person that will be dedicated to deal with, to help people navigating through the city. So in case of emergency, if you have a question or if you have a problem, you will have a person and a team dedicated for that. So everybody, we try to create the experience, the best experience possible for everybody. Yes. So I hope everybody is ready. Thank you, Sonia, for this Why Bulgaria. Thank you very much. I think we announced yesterday that we will announce something today. Quickly regarding the competition, what is exciting about doing those continental edition is the fact that we will have a couple of competitions that will be qualifiers to New York. So the winners of the competition, and I think they are Solo Jazz, All-Star, All-Star Classic, and also the draw, All-Star draw. The winners will have a flight tickets to New York to go and compete. And the winner and second place of those division, plus the Lindy Hop teams, will have access, like passes for free to the event in New York. But we have an extra announcement. Maybe Yavor, I can leave it to you.
Yeah, thank you. We will have a special spirit award during the event, and we decided to do that it was something like a small heritage we have from Balkan Championship. We believe that except all competitors who are winning in different divisions, there is something that really we wish to give a word for that, and this is the spirit for someone, for a person who have really the right attitude, who brings the right values, who are really, as we said, in perfect spirit for the event. We will give one or maybe two awards. We will see who will come. So what we really believe that during this event, not only competitors are winning awards, but also people who are bringing the right values to the event. And for that award, all the judges and all the guest artists will give their vote for one or two persons. We will see how it will work. We will do it actually for the first time in like this one.
So,
and the word is yes.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
What is your word, Yavo? What is your word?
Yeah, tickets to New York and full access to the ILHC in New York.
So you're telling me that people could win flight tickets to go to New York and enter ILHC without winning a competition?
Without winning a competition at all.
How amazing is that?
Yeah, but
I hope everybody understood. So the Spirit Award will be like, it can be, there is to me two things: winning a competition and winning the flight tickets. I think it's fair, or it has this meritocracy aspect, which is on one hand fair, but there is also people that have the right spirit and that we want to see in New York that might not even win a competition or that might not even compete. So we give the opportunity to everybody at the event to get the Spirit Award. So it can be somebody that did open solo jazz prelims that even didn't make it to the final, but we love that spirit and we love that person energy, and we want to bring this person energy to New York. This could be two social dancers. They could be the second place in classic, open classic. This could be the winner of the 2 versus 2. This could be anybody. The judges and the teachers will from the beginning of the weekend, know that they will have to keep their eyes out to the Spirit Awards, and it can be up to 2 people. So
yeah,
I think that's a great...
It sounds like be careful, we're watching you all the time.
No, but no. It's to me it sounds like if you were hesitant in coming, now you have a good reason to still like get a ticket and come, because and I think this is, and I'm gonna maybe speak too quick about that, but I would love yearly to increase this amount of awards, the Spirit Award that we can give. Because again, if bringing the culture to Europe and to anywhere else in the world is to experience the culture, we also want to give a fair chance of giving opportunities to everybody, and regardless of your ability, because also it can be a privilege to get access to a rehearsal room and to train. Some people might not have this access, and so it doesn't mean that they don't have the right energy to. So anyway, that's the Spirit Award. This is something we never announced before. Now we did. Thank you very much, Yavor. And I hope everybody is excited as we are about this. Anything, guys, you want to add extra? And remember, for the viewers, you can write us questions or comments, or even like participate or engage with us about anything you hear in the comment section. Because so far, I see people waving, and I can't wave at everybody back. But I want it to be interactive. So if you have anything to ask or to say or to share, feel free to do so. Yavor and Sonia, anything you want to bring more?
I'm really happy to organize this event with you guys. It's a huge honor for me. Of course, A huge thank you to the opportunity from the owners of ILHC to give us this chance to do it for the first time in Europe. And I believe that this event will be really valuable for the community at all.
Thank you, Yavo.
Yeah, I agree, and I can't wait.
That was great. All right, guys. Maybe the thing,
We
maybe
stick around.
the what?
We will stick around.
You stick around, but maybe like I might keep you for a little second before bringing Felix and Elena. Maybe we could cover this thing about the competitions quickly. I think the main one, and this is actually the live idea was because of those questions about the 2 versus 2. So
Yeah.
because we had not a lot, but we had some question about a 2 versus 2. So we were like, okay, maybe we should do a live to explain what we had in mind clearly. So maybe we could cover this quickly before jumping with Felix and Elena to talk more about that. But in ILHC Europe, we wanted to. Oh yeah, we have somebody reacting for the Spirit Award. Great, thank you, Jen. Hello, Jen. By the way, so yeah, we have competition that are similar to ILHC. So we have the competition format that are along the same line as ILHC. So which are the Strictly's, the mix and match, the solo jazz, and the classics. One thing that would never mention today is that the maximum competition that we have, the highest level we have is all-star level. And also, I'm gonna say it here, I need to talk to my artist lineup, but all of the artists are welcome to compete. All of the judges, all of the teachers that we bring to ILHC. The only thing is like if a judge or a teacher wins a competition with flight tickets, the person will not receive the flight tickets, so the flight tickets would be given to the second place, just to make sure that we don't have a conflict of interest. So that's something that is, I hope it's clear for everybody, and we want to see the best. Do I have enough light? Yes, it seems like it's okay still. Yes. So we want to bring the best of the best on the floor, but we also want to make it sure that it's fair. So I think we find the right way to do it. And then we also wanted to bring something different, which is the 2 versus 2 competition. So I'm going to try to clarify what it is about. And you guys, because you know what it is about, you let me know if I was clear enough or if you had things to add, okay? Yes. 2 versus 2 is two people competing, battling. This one is a battle format, 2 versus 2. The format is you dance 2 blues choruses each. So 2 blues choruses for one team, 2 blues choruses for one team. And this will be for 2 choruses, so twice through. I hope there is a lot of 2s in my mouth. Yes, so I hope so far everybody So for eights of final, quarterfinal, semifinal, each team got 2 choruses, so they're gonna get twice 2 blues choruses each time. Okay. In final, it's three times through. So 2 blues choruses, 2 blues choruses, 2 blues choruses, 3 times for each team. Yep. In the rules, we made the fact that you are allowed to have a routine, so a choreography, a set of choreographed steps only once. This is because we want to make sure that we still convey the spirit and the values of improvisation and individuality battles. So even if it's team work, one go and battle someone of the team, the second one go and battle someone of the team. But if at some point the team want to bring a sequence, a routine, you can, but you can do that only once for each battle. So you have the allowance of having a routine, only once for the quarterfinal, only once for the semifinal, and only once for the final. It's not one for the whole competition. Was that clear, guys?
Yes.
Thank you.
That's great.
Yes, and also we will have a small battle between judges during this competition, between DJs.
Yes, not between judges. You mean the DJs? Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. We're gonna have the DJs also being part of the moment, bringing the music, and I think this is where Felix and Elena are important for me to bring. What do I have here? Improve respect. Exactly. Improve respect. That was a hashtag that was like years back in ILHC. It's good to bring it back. Will the prelims also be in a battle format? So prelims there will only be prelims if we have more than 14 teams.
Yes.
So far we have 12
20.
or
12.
what?
Yes.
12. So there is no prelim. If we have more teams signing up, we will have prelim, not in a battle format, more in a round with everybody together. So the prelim won't be in the battle format if we have more than 14 teams. And if we have a prelim, we will select 12 teams to get straight to the eights of final. I don't know if it's even a word in English, 1/8 of final. And then we're going to have eights of final, quarterfinals, semifinal, and finals.
Yes.
Not to mention that all of those finals are happening in a nightclub. So I think the vibe will be really buzzing. That would be fantastic.
This will be the only competition that will be happening only in the nightclub.
Exactly. The rest is like, that will be the final of the mix and match, the final of the Strictly's, and the final of the solo jazz. But the prelims will happen in the daytime venue. For the 2 versus 2, everything will happen in the nightclub. I've seen some comments. Thank you for clarifying that. You're welcome, Katie. Let's watch the judges battle. Yeah, maybe. You never know. You never know. Is the 2 versus 2 solo or couple format? This is supposed to be, again, if we want to make sure that there is individuality and improvisation, it's 1 by 1. So it should be solo. But during your choreographed time, if you want to do some Lindy Hop, you are free to do whatever you want. But this competition is meant to be dancers, individual dancers joining forces as a team. And it's not a Lindy Hop official competition. But during the choreographed part, you do whatever you want. You do you, as long as it makes sense. How important is athleticism in a comp? If one think about age, chronic illness, physical ability, etc. Interesting question. Athleticism, I think it depends on what you do. You don't need to bring like flashy tricks or like if you do a mix and match, athleticism doesn't have any, like you don't need athleticism to do a mix and match. You don't need athleticism to do solo jazz. You don't need athleticism to do Strictly. You don't even need athleticism to do a routine. You don't need athleticism to do a 2 versus 2 battle. Athleticism is if you want to bring more of the part of the dance that is more like power moves or aerials, but like there is space for everything. So I hope I answered that question.
Yeah, what is for me important to be mentioned is that during the event, on the first night, we will have a talk panel with all the judges where all of them will put on the table what is valuable for them when they're judging, what they're looking for, what is important for them. And I think that this transparency will be shown up in the end of the competition, where we will put on the wall all the judging sheets so everyone can see all the marks during the event, and the transparency of the judging system will be open for everyone.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah.
Thanks for clarifying that.
What is important for judges? Let's put this answer on them. We will give them opportunity to answer that. Yeah.
I love Elena is saying Down Hampton will beat anyone. And that's to me a good punchline, saying that athleticism isn't everything. So yeah, no, that's good. The panel discussion is something we haven't addressed, but as Yavo mentioned, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we will have a panel discussion just before the evening starts. So at 8:30 at the club, and as you mentioned there, the first theme on Friday that will set the weekend tone, I think, is about competition, like competition in the Black culture. What does that mean? And I will ask all of the judges to share with us the values. What do they value? What it is important? What do they look for when they judge? So everybody can also be aware of that. And I hope it can uplift everybody during the weekend. But yeah, I'm going to go through, and then I will bring Felix and Elena, because I think we're running late. The second day for the panel discussion, I can't say more for now, but the second day will be around a topic that Monsel Durden will share with me very soon. So the second one, on Saturday night, we will have a panel discussion around a topic that Monsel will lead, Monsel Durden. And on Sunday, we are still trying to find the right way of doing it, but it will be about the future. What do we do? What will be the future of our scene with all the conversation and reflection that we have nowadays in our scene? So that's it for now. Thank you very much, Yavo and Sonia.
Thank you.
Thank you, Remy.
I think
And
I will talk
you
to
guys
you.
for watching.
Yeah, see you later, guys.
See, yeah, I think I will talk to you later soon. Maybe yeah, soon, in a couple of hours. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
We will stay here and we will watch you.
Great.
Now,
yeah, I'm gonna ask Felix
podcast,
and Felix and Elena, can you please send me a request so I can bring you in? Bye bye, Sonia, and bye bye, Yavo. Yep. So now it's time. I'm sorry, I was we were a little long talking about this, but I think it was important for me to share with you guys all of the thoughts behind the organization of the event. I'm really happy to contribute organizing that, but I'm going to share with you, it's way much more work than I expected. In a good way, though. It's way much more work because we don't take anything lightly, and we want to make sure that we convey the best. I'm going to try to find Felix and Elena, because Elena is here. Let me bring Elena. Oh, yes, Felix. Yes, Felix is joining. And Elena, let's see if Felix and Elena are in the same screen. No, Felix is alone. Hello, Felix.
Hello, do you hear me?
I'm hearing you very well. Very well.
That's good.
And Elena is joining too. Sorry for being a little late. I think it took a little longer explaining. Hello, Elena. Oh yeah, I forgot you're not even at the same place.
No, not today.
Felix is where? In Madrid, right?
I'm home, yeah.
And Elena, you are?
I'm in Lisbon. In the
Lisbon.
website, so if it's a bit noisy, that's the reason.
No, thank you very much for being with us in between your crazy schedule. So guys, it was really important for me to have you, as you know, like I think the main idea of this live chat was to bring clarity for the competition format. And you are a big part of the vision that I brought to this topic. So it was important for me to have you guys here. Felix and Elena will be our main DJs. And I think I want all of you guys to know that to me, it's a big honor. It sounds cliche or too cheesy, but like having them playing music for us is, I know that I can close my mind or close my ears. I don't need to know what they will choose or decide. I know that the music quality would be good. So that's the first thing. And then they've been super helpful because bringing this, again, ILHC to Europe and talking about the format and for the prelims and for the 2 versus 2 and for the finals, I have exchanged with them a lot about what they, asking them about what they were thinking about the ideas. So they helped me a lot putting things together. And that was important to share because I received some questions. Some of them, I remember some all-stars, especially for the Strictly's, were like asking us questions about like, we've read the rules. Is there a mistake? Because like for the 2 spotlights, the first one is at 160 BPM and the second one is at 210 or whatever. And so actually, if I invite everybody to go back to the website. If you've been to the website, if you haven't checked the, oh, we lost Elena, maybe the connection.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see if she can come
Hopefully
back.
when she come back. Hopefully her phone didn't die.
Oh, so
No, I think she figured it.
otherwise you have the responsibility to represent your guys' two voices, and we know that's a lot of responsibility.
That's a lot of responsibility. More
But
than anyone wants.
So the where I was about the
All-Star, no?
All-Star. Yeah, I was saying,
as the first.
if you haven't checked, Elena request, yep. If you haven't checked the website for the rules within the last 2 weeks, I invite you to go, because we made an update together with Felix. We went through all of the competition to make sure that we were having the, hello back, Elena. We were having this thing. So for the mix and match, I would say we made decisions to showcase a good quality, the good quality of the dance. So on purpose, and I think Felix, you're watching the rules right now, right?
Yeah, I have it.
So maybe you can add, I don't have it in front of my eyes, but I know that for the sake of the mix and match, we wanted to make sure that we were privileged by giving the opportunity for people to showcase good dancing over like, how can I say that? Show performance.
Yeah, maybe the focus is not to
flashy,
demonstrate more than to just actually dance to the tempo. Or maybe specifically we're talking about tempos, to be able to actually feel that you can showcase something if you're not used to dancing to a faster tempo, or vice versa, that you are very used to it, but you rarely showcase any of your dancing in medium or slower tempo as well. So it brings it back to the focus of the music being an important part, and you being able to showcase in whatever tempo that gets thrown at you. Yeah.
So I think for the mix and match, yep, Elena, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I think one of that also is cool about this version of the mix and match is that we get so used to how mix and matches are made in every event. So the idea here is really try to make people maybe go out of their comfort zone, you know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, overall, to me, I want to make sure that with a platform like LHC, we help the scene to build better dancers, not to be just the best, but just to grow as dancers. And I have the feeling that over the years, throughout competition, we force, and I think I will choose that word, we force dancers to be good at certain things, but not at everything. And it's not about being good at everything, but it's about being versatile and being able to grow by trying different things. And so often, like for instance, for Strictly's, you get to practice, like the prelims are sometimes even a little bit overlooked at, and you practice with your sequence to get fast dancing at the final. And right now, what we're gonna try to do is like, you're gonna have the first spotlight will be at a slower pace than usual, so you can ideally showcase more of the dance and not just the flashy moves or just the like the athlete, like there was a question about athleticism before. So I think actually that was a perfect transition. There is like the athleticism is part of the Lindy Hop, but it's not only what the Lindy Hop is about. And I hope everybody could work on a little bit of, like, or explore a little bit of everything. And this is the same thing with solo jazz. I think solo jazz, we will have different tempos that can bring out of each dancers a little bit of, because the reality is like you dance the same dance, but you don't dance the same way regarding the tempo that you have. So that's to me the idea behind. So if you read the rules, and actually, as I said, if you haven't been on the website on the last 2 weeks, go back to it, because we made actually some adjustment. And for some of them, I think the All-Star is one of them that I have in mind, the Strictly All-Star. We made even a bigger split. I think before it was 160, 210. Now it's 160 and 230. So the first spotlight in the final will be 160 and the second one will be 230. And I think this is good, so people can bring whatever they want, but be ready to be ready. just I think be ready is the best way for me. I'm excited to see. And can I ask you guys, and I think maybe asking you this, I need to let everybody knows that there is something that I don't know what to do with yet, but that I have in mind. I think for Lindy Hop it will be hard. Maybe for solo it's a different story. But like we are too comfortable in our scene knowing the format of the music, like the tempos and the structure that we're gonna have. And I think this doesn't help making people getting ready to go and battle. So it's hard to change all of it. And I know, again, it's a thought that I don't know what to do with yet. Maybe in Lindy Hop, we need to still have a structure. I don't know. So for now, for this year, all of the Lindy Hop and Solo Jazz finals will be under the swing structure either on live music or on DJ music. For the prelims, I explicitly said to Felix and Elena, do whatever you want. So the structure, they have the guideline of the tempos, but you are more than welcome to use the structures you want. And then before my question to you, for the 2 versus 2, because of those thoughts, I was like, you know what? And this is why it's in the rules. You don't know you only know the structure, which is going to be blues, but you don't know the tempos. And I would say even the styles. So Felix and Elena, this is why Yavor was mentioning before that the DJ will be part of the 2 versus 2. Felix and Elena will bring the music they want at the tempo they want. So they can bring like a medium fast swing, big band, whatever, and then a super fast trad jazz song or a Latin jazz slow. I don't know. Like I want the 2 versus 2 competitors to be challenged and surprised by the appreciation of you guys. So it was important for me to convey that. And now I want to ask you, what is in your mind? I know you made an amazing amount, like a huge amount of work already, selecting music for the competition prelims and finals. But how do you, like, I don't know what it is to do that. I'm a DJ, but I don't know what that is to, like, it's an amazing amount of work, a huge amount of work for me. So what is your, like, how do you do that? What do you have in mind when you do that, when you select music? Like, can you share with us the process?
Who starts? Well, I think one of the things that, and I mean, I have to speak for myself, but many of the conversations that me and Elena has specifically about the music. And I think we are similar to what you talked about, Remy, about being used to the music that's being played. I think that there's been a lot of trends in the community, even before I was part of it and DJing too, but you could see clearly which years of music that was played, or like if it was 50s primarily, like sound quality wise, or rhythm and blues was very popular for a while to be played at events. And I think if you've been traveling, as many of the teachers here and you too, Remy, like we clearly see these patterns. Like, okay, now it's clear that people like to dance to a certain style. It's very popular at the moment. One of the things that me and Elena tries to do a lot is to pick music that is not most of you haven't heard before. And it's not to say that this is not music that you will not recognize. I'm sure it's still within jazz and swing era, whatever you want to call it, in the spectrum of the music of jazz. But I think that we are very narrow in our community, specifically when we talk about Lindy Hop and what music we should be dancing to. Then of course we don't want to go too far. Like there's elements of the music that makes us want to triple step or swing out. Like there's a feel, there's a triplet, there's a shuffle rhythm, and certain things that are. But I also bring it back to like the past 2 weeks when we had the old school. I mean, you all were talking about this so much, about the continuation of the music being in every part of both African American tradition, but also other Black music and styles from London or wherever it comes from. And the things that you see that is similar is this continuation.
Oh, I don't hear you. Is that me only? No, now you're back. You're back. Yeah.
No, like it's good to have we don't want to lose the idea of being so narrow with a certain space and time of the music. So yes, one thing is to pick music that we might never haven't heard before from the artists that we all know, like Basie Duke or Hot Lips Page or Benny Carter or Mary Lou Williams. Like we talk about the major names. And then on top of that, then going to 2v2 and stuff, of course, also somehow feeling the continuation and the importance of the music not being in this certain time period of the music.
There is a certain danger or complexity in a way to me. Again, being a DJ, but in a different style, of course. But like I know, like sometimes over the years, when I hear people saying like I'm playing things that people never heard before, at times I like to say like for a reason, you know,
yeah,
like people never heard things for a reason. So there is like, I think it also comes with taste and understand, like, because a DJ should makes people feel comfortable, but should also educate people. So this is why, to me, pushing the boundaries and all you said, I can't agree more. But I want to add that for ideally also this is also why I want to have you visually part of the, like for the 2 versus 2, for instance, part of it, to bring back the place of the importance of the music. It's about like, you need to challenge people, or ideally people will watch the videos or leave the event by getting like stimulated to try to explore other styles, or to have learned something new, or new artist or new version or new styles, whatever that you want to explore. That's to me when the job of a DJ is done, without excluding that also playing things that people like and recognize is also important, for sure.
Absolutely.
Elena.
I was just gonna say that I think this line of trying to find music that maybe people are not so familiar with, but that it's what makes you want to dance so much, is where we try to meet, right? Because I mean, I'm not gonna play a song that don't want to make people dance. That's not something I'm gonna, you know what I mean? and another thing is that Felix and I, and we've done this for ILHC earlier this year, which was an amazing experience as well. We have different tastes. It's not like because we are DJs and we like jazz that we share the same taste, which is also very good, because I think it brings a diversity to the type of songs that we choose. I also will say that we are a bit of geeks, so we like to go into an artist and just dig more and learn more, which also, I mean, I think made us discover many, many good songs that we haven't heard before. Because the thing is that I think the scene also gets comfortable with music, as Felix was saying, you know, and okay, so that DJ plays that other plays that other thing, I'm just gonna play the same thing because people are dancing. So it's also part of learning about the culture, learning about the music to be deeper and not just stay on the surface. And I hope that with the music we are selecting, because the work isn't done yet, it's a lot of songs to choose, that we're gonna be able to share a little bit of our passion.
I mean, don't hope. I know it's gonna happen. This is why you're here. I think it all ties with taste, and I think this is it. Like a good DJ is not about how many songs you have in your playlist, or it's not about how many songs nobody heard before. It's about educating your taste, cultivating your taste, and continuing developing and exploring, and then you know when it's good, it's good. You don't even at some point it's common sense. Taste can be everywhere in the world, but your own take on it should be common sense. And I think right now in the scene, as you mentioned, I think you put it beautifully. We are a little too comfortable with music, and we don't actually like work enough understanding the music and paying the respect and the attention that we should. There is a lot of reaction in the chat.
I like the Tina. I want to hear music that I'm gonna want to Shazam.
Exactly. There is another one. You can also almost predict what a DJ will play during the
Shazam, to come to the DJ and ask them about what they're playing.
Oh, you want that? You want people to come?
Absolutely.
Okay. Absolutely. So guys, you heard them. You can go and ask them what is the song they're playing if you feel like it. Remy is also a great DJ. Up, you might play. I will play.
Don't worry.
He's an okay DJ, guys.
Okay. I mean, we will not do the same. I would not DJ the competition, but I will bring my DJ equipment like we did in New York, like we did in Madrid, like we did in Honduras. And I will at some point DJ some other songs from the continuum. Let's put it that way. All right. 1 2 1 2. Hello, hello. Again, that was my first Instagram live, and I just find out that it stops after an hour. So I think Elena is joining back. Elena, are you here? Yes. Elena and Felix. Yes. Hello. I've learned my lesson. Let me accept Felix. Yep. Now I know that it only goes for an hour. Would you? I didn't.
I also didn't know.
Did you know, guys?
When it happened, I was like, I forgot to tell Remy that it's only one.
Ah,
it's my bad.
No, but it's good. Now I know. Now I know. I've learned. So Felix, I think we got disconnected when you were saying to reinforce what Elena said. Do you remember that?
I think, because like you said, like it's many moments where you would sit and play, we go through stuff, and like I just wanted to make sure that everybody understand that when we sit and listen to music and we put it on a speaker, you want to get that sense of like tapping your foot or like feeling the emotional, like there needs to be a vibe around the music. So we're not want to challenge people, but not scare people to not feel that they can actually dance to it, you know. And I think it's not going to happen, but I'm just it's a cool thing for us too. Every moment it happens, because you're like, it feels so much more in certain moments than others, and it's every time you have that experience, you just feel like I want people to dance to it. That's what you want to see. You want to play the song because you want to see what's going to happen on the floor. Like it's not, so that is also something that I think that we want to make sure that it's there.
I think there's one thing that we share a lot, and with you too, Remy, is that we are party people.
Yeah.
We like to party. So we also want to bring that vibe. Well, not only for the competitions, this is also for the parties. We really focus in trying to build an atmosphere that is inviting for people to dance and express themselves through this music that we love. So I think this is very important for us as well.
I can't wait. Like, to me, like having this conversation with you now makes me even more like, I can't wait to be next weekend already and listen to they're going to be fantastic. Again, like to me, and I think Elena, you know that you're one of the few DJ, when I hear you DJ, that it's hard for me to stand still. And frankly and honestly, with like in a swing dance evening party, that's not something that happen often on my side. So I know, like, and this is the thing, like you have your style and you have the song that it's easy to feel what is your style, like more of the like early R&B, like between swing and R&B, but like again, taste. To me, I narrow everything together. It's about taste, and I think you both have the distinctive taste. And that's beautiful. So having the two of you together, to me, is a dream. It's a dream.
Thank
like,
you, man.
Yeah, there is a lot of good DJs within the swing scene. I know that for me, you are like at the top notch of it. So it was hard to think about a better team to put together this event and to, again, place the music at the core of it. And as a Lindy Hop and jazz dancer, teacher, and performer, I think I've experienced so much the music being used as a tool, but not as the core essence of everything. Like in classes, we selected music. We're selecting music as tempos, but that to me that's too reductive. Like tempos means that you don't really care about what you play as long as you have a tempo that is comfortable for the students. So part of the values or part of the vision of doing this is to make sure that we convey in full transparency what is the vision with the music. Ideally, people are not scared now because it's about being happy or even more, bringing more excitement in your dancing. But the 2 versus 2, I have to tell you guys that I don't want to put pressure on any of us neither the dancers, neither you as DJs. But I can't wait to see that competition, because if the only rule is to be there and knowing just the structure, I think a lot of things can happen that can take us by surprise.
But
So
also like I think for me, I mean, I know Elena has worked for ILHC a few years now, and I really appreciate the opportunity for us to do the one that we did in New York recently and this one. And yeah, it's a great educational process for us too. I think that's something that is incredible for people to know as well. Like we really want to bring good music to everybody. So for us, it's like it takes a lot of time, and we get stuck most of the time to look at more music. Then we forget that we actually have to do the work.
Don't tell that. That's not something
no,
we
it's good.
share.
No, share it with us. Please share it with us. No, but that's good.
It
That's
takes
good.
more hours than we need, I think.
That's good. I can see that Tasha is here as well. So hi to Tasha. She's gonna be with us as well. I mean, that's gonna be a fantastic first edition, first of a long series. I can't wait to be all together, connected, and doing the thing. I'm gonna add it there. Maybe again. I mean, no. I'm gonna say it loud here. It's not something that we don't have time to work on everything. But I want to say again, the music being something that we want to bring more focus and attention on. I'm going to throw out there for anybody that feel like coming to RHC and gift us with a little DJ set, maybe in 10 or 15 minutes. You should write us, or you should write me, or you should come and see us at the event. I want to make sure that we create space for people as well to share the music or their taste with us. So Elena and Felix going to be our main DJs. We're going to have
you
amazing.
Can write us too.
Exactly. Yeah, that's fantastic. So if you are listening to this and you're going to be there with us in Sofia next weekend, and you want to share music, at least a set of 5 songs. If you just come to share one song, that might be maybe too little, but at least 5 songs, we can provide this space for you. Well. And because to me, it's about also giving the opportunity to engage and to share that with all of us grow and develop taste. So I hope we're going to have some people coming and share that with us. We didn't mention the bands, but we're going to have 2 bands. First one would be the Goldie Boldies. You see, an amazing band that I've listened in Sofia last June. They will be there mainly to play like jams and sets for social dancing. And the main band that will be in charge of the competition will be nothing else but the best, to me, band in Europe right now, if not in the world, the Carolina Reaper Swing. Like, yeah, to me, the rhythm section, the vibe that they have, all the goldies. Thank you very much, Jimmy. I think I was triggered by Body Bolden because I said the Goldie Boldies.
Well.
I don't know where I went with that. Yeah, whatever.
Some spirit.
So they are. This is how good they are. This is how good they are. But yeah, we're gonna have the Carolina Reapers as well joining for social dance, and mainly also for we're gonna be the reference band for the competitions. Also, this is like a reference. We can't go wrong. In my opinion, you can't go wrong with a band like them. So I think music-wise, we're gonna be blessed by the best music. Yes, Felix.
The last thing that maybe I don't know if we want to mention anything about this, but there's we talked about that, you, me, Remy, with the open draw and the open solo jazz for the finals, that we will help out each other. Like, you will help us to mix together the final where there's not a band playing. We will pick the music, and then Remy will help us to go from the slower songs to faster songs.
Yeah, I mean, at least you said it publicly, so I need to get accountable about it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Felix. Yes, we're gonna do that.
I hope we will help each other. It's not like
for sure. We're gonna mix a song for the finalists to excel in the final. Yes. They're gonna be great.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna be great. We do that. Thank you for the reminder. Yep.
I mean, we can also. I mean, this is one of the. I think we will see how much because of the time span as well. But just so people know that we will try our best to make sure that that experience is as much as having a band with the music, so it's not going to feel like, oh, we have to wait along and etc. Even if it's me and Lena going very quickly into the next song, etc. Or however we will do it, we are going to figure that out together with maybe with Remy's board as well and stuff. So we will make it work.
We will. I'm not worried about a thing, to be honest with you. Like again, and this is why this chat was, as Yavo and Sonia said before. Like, I think our main goal is to be the most transparent possible about our intention, about our values, about our thoughts and mindset. And so this chat was about sharing that with people. So I know as well what it is to be a competitors and to be ready to come to a competition, understanding what to expect. So I hope we gave to you exactly more excitement and more stimulation in your training. You only have 1 week left, but it's still better than nothing. And and on top of that, I hope everybody is ready to come and experience what would be an epic moment of celebration. And if you are joining this chat, but you won't be with us next weekend, I hope you understand how sad it is, or how sad we are for you, and that you won't do this mistake twice, and that you will be with us next year. I want to open maybe before closing this chat, maybe if people have questions, I give you 2-3 minutes to ask us question before I let Felix. Felix has to go soon, right? Because you have a class.
I have a class soon. But I have 2 minutes. I'll set up in the living room, so it's no problem.
Cool. Thank you very much, guys, to be with me now, but to be with us in general with this project.
Thank you.
Thank you for the trust.
Yeah.
Thank you. Seriously.
All day, every day, forever and
you
ever.
know, you're relying on our taste. That's kind of a lot of trust. You're relying on our taste.
Yeah, but I mean, and there is nothing wrong about that. I'm so sad and we're not doing this.
Very happy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bianca.
The Swedish Championship are happening the same weekend, so it was already planned. So that's.
I know, Bianca and Niels. Next year, for sure.
Yeah. For sure.
Well, it seems like there is no much, right? I mean, there is a delay, right, between what we see now, and I heard about it too late, but sounds very good. Yes, we are sorry. Connected mindfulness. That's a stage name out there. Super excited. Super excited to see y'all and look forward to the good music. You know, Phil, you know, and I hope you'll be gifting us with your steps when I will do my DJ sets on Music Soul Child. No, I can't wait. To me, doing this as much as I'm not ready to be next week because we have a lot of work to do. I have to confess that doing this chat today with Tina, with Yavo and Sonia, and with you guys makes me now, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to be there. I think it's gonna be something. Super excited about next weekend. Yeah, I'm gonna see you there. That's great. All right.
Okay.
We're gonna go. Thank you very much for the viewers. Thank you. That was my first.
Good job.
What was that?
My watch. Sorry.
That was my first Instagram live, and I think we are alive, and that's good. Thank you very much, Felix and Elena, for everything. You know, especially Elena, DJ Remy, looking forward to your next set. Love also what everyone said. Yes. Thank you very much, Felix. Have a great class. Elena, have a great convention or conference, whatever it is in Portugal. We keep in touch. We have work to do. Felix, you told me.
I know.
We keep in touch. We have work to do. And we see you all very soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Ciao.